Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrea. I am a part-time reseller. I resell used and brand new goods that I buy from various places, thrift stores, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Nordstrom Rack, and I resell for a profit that helps me bring some income while I stay home and take care of my child. Preschool teacher, but I stopped working outside the home when he was born. So this is a way that I can help supplement our income. So today I'm going to tell you about my sales from August 9th to 15th. So if you like to see what sold, stay tuned and let's see. So I made 36 sales, and that was 7 sales on Mercari for $294, 10 sales on eBay for $207, 17 sales on Poshmark for $471, 1 sale on Kidizen and 1 for $12, and 1 sale on Tradesy for $195. So I'm gonna post the pictures here of what I sold, and let's start with Kidizen. I have started Kidizen for I think 2 months now, and I sold 7 things so far. I use List Perfectly to cross post. I first list on Poshmark and then I cross post to other platforms, and I feel like that helps me get sales because some platforms sell some things better than others. So Kidizen is mainly for children's items, and once the quarantine started, once we had shelter in place and all the thrift stores were closed, I panicked and I sent a message on Facebook asking people for donations. And this woman donated lots of her children's clothes to me. So this was free to me. It was a girl's Old Navy corduroy dress, size 5, toddler. So I sold this I listed it at 15, and then somebody put it on their cart and I offered $12. On Kidizen, you pay for shipping. It's free shipping. So after shipping label, which was $3.75, it gave me $6.76. That was pure profit because this was given to me. And at that time, I don't focus on these small profits. I'd rather not pick up something that I can sell for $12, even if it's like 50 cents or $1. But because I didn't have any other options to bring inventory and list, I was listing anything that people were giving to me. Not anything. I mean, something that would give me at least, that I could sell for $10. If it was something that was going to take forever and not and sell for very little, I redonated it. So now I'm going to show you my eBay sales. As I said, I think I sold how many sales on eBay? Only 10 sales. eBay has been painfully slow for me. Only $205 I sold on eBay. I'm not counting the shipping price, and I'm not discounting fees, okay? This is the gross sale, but I'm not counting what the buyer paid for shipping. Sometimes I make a little bit of money on shipping because I round up. I'd rather make a little bit of money than lose. Very rarely I lose money on shipping. Just, sometimes if I don't have the right box and I end up using a heavier box, I might go overboard, but I usually weigh everything when I list, so I know the exact weight. So this was free to me as well, from the same lady who gave me the Old Navy dress. So it was Chaps men's cargo shorts. I sold it for $8.50. And next was an item I bought not too long ago. I think this sold for within 1 or 2 weeks. It was an Orvis Safe Passage. That was in one of my hauls. If you see, I think my last haul, I show this backpack. Orvis Safe Passage Sling Pack DG Camel 1 shoulder fishing. So I spent a little bit of time researching this backpack because I knew nothing about it. Had lots of different things that I had never seen in a backpack. So I found out it was actually a fishing backpack, and they were going for, I think, $45 on sold comps. I'm sorry, I hope that is not too noisy, that I'm outside on my deck because we have in-laws here, and I usually film in my basement, but they are there in the basement. So I'm outside, so you can hear the nature and you can hear the loud AC going. I'm sorry. So I bought this for $7.99, and I found that there were comps, not the camel one, but black ones for $40 to $50. So I listed it, I think, at $65, and somebody offered me $55, which is very reasonable. So I accepted it. I was very happy with the sale. Again, I'm giving you gross sale prices. I rather not calculate everything because I do that once only at the end of the month. So on the first of the next month, I do my books and I see how much I sold, and I rather not calculate every single time for the video. But if you're interested and you would like to know exactly how much I made, I count 13% fees on eBay when I'm doing my books. But eBay is complicated, and I tell that every video, because you pay 13% not only on the price you sold for, but also what you charge for shipping. So yes, it's complicated. This is why I'm not calculating it now, but it was $55, and the buyer paid shipping as well. I'm not sure how much the buyer paid, but it was $71 total that the buyer paid. Then next was this Crocs, which I'm very surprised that Crocs sells so well. I picked up this Croc, and I think it sold for within 2 weeks. I picked it up, I think it was $2.99, and I sold for $14.60 and plus shipping. So next was this dress that I knew nothing about. I didn't know about this brand, but I know it was made, I think, in Nantucket, which is an island off of Massachusetts. It's an island next to Martha's Vineyard, and the name of the dress was the name of the brand was Very Vineyard. It was a blue batik dress with buttons in the front, and I think it was $5.99 or $6.99. It was long, almost maxi. I think it like ankle length. And I decided to pick it up. When I got home, I saw the comps, and they were between $30 to $40. So I listed it, I think, for $45, and somebody offered me $30. Within, I think, 2 days, I was very happy about it. Another pair of Crocs that sold very fast as well, probably in one week or two, were these children's Crocs, used children's Crocs, going for $16.99. I found them at TJ Maxx for $12.99. So I guess, you know, somebody needed Crocs and couldn't find them in the stores, and they bought them for $16.99, and I think I paid $2.99 or $1.99 for them. Next was free inventory from the same lady who donated a bunch of her kids' clothes and her husband's clothes, and that was a Guess men's cargo plaid shorts, flat front, 38. So I sold it for $14.99. It's the second time I sell this pair of shorts, because the first time the buyer didn't pay. So I sold it for a little bit more this time, $14.99. Who would guess that some Guess shorts would sell for this much? Another free to me pair of pants from the same lady. I sold it for $8.99. It was this Tommy Hilfiger men's chino pants, black, 100% cotton, flat front, size 40-30. Free to me, so that's good. Then I sold this Vibrant 5 Fingers women's shoes. They were made of mesh, and I sold it for $34.99, and I think I paid $4.99 for it. And I show that in a haul as well. If you're interested in my hauls, I have lots of haul videos. Then I bought this athleisure organic cotton dress. I bought this dress not knowing anything about the brand, but usually athleisure dresses do very well for me, and this was organic cotton. I feel like a lot of people like to buy organic materials. So this didn't go for too much, but I had a watcher. I listed it for I think $24.99, and I had a watcher, and eBay was very slow with sales. And I usually send offers to all my watchers once a day. So I was very generous with the offer. I sent an offer of $14.99, and the buyer accepted it and paid. Next was something that I would not have bought it, but I bought it a long time ago when I was in an inexperienced seller, and I would buy anything that was $1. It was a very beautiful Gap dress, but Gap dresses don't go for much, and this was a small size, but it had beautiful embroidery up here. But it sold for $8. On $1 I paid only for it. I wouldn't pay more than that at all. But I still, nowadays that I found better places to source, I wouldn't pick it up. It's just not worth my time. So now I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my Mercari sales. I only had 7 sales on Mercari. So first one was this again Gap. It was a Gap braided thick brown cow leather belt. I paid $2.99 for it, sold it for $10. I wouldn't do it again. It was when I started trying to sell belts, so I would pick up any exciting different leather belt, and I sold it for $10 only, and it took me I think a year or over a year to sell that, so I was not very happy about that sale, but I'm glad it's out the door. Another Gap, it was a Gap chambray shift dress. This dress I picked it up also a long time ago, same way. It was $1. I picked it up, sold it for $7. I dropped the price, then I dropped it to $9, and somebody offered me $7, and I'm like, okay, take it out of my hands. Then I had this exciting sale, which is an awesome sale. This is a Bolo brand. I picked this up not knowing much about it. I think I've said it in videos prior that I usually don't look up every single brand. I usually, not dresses I look up at the brand because sometimes the materials don't feel that great, but it's a great brand that sells for too much, for a lot. So but when I go through, let's say athleisure leggings, I don't look up every single brand. I only stop and look at the brand once I feel, I'm sorry for my nails, they look ridiculous, I need to do them. So I feel the material. If the material feels good, then I look it up. It's just a way to flip through the rack much faster. I do the same with bags. I go feel the material because sometimes you just feel it's not leather. If it's not leather, I'm not stopping and looking at the brand. So I felt this was buttery soft. The leather was so soft. Then the bag felt very well made, and so I felt like this is quality. My son was with me because he's always with me now. He's not in school. I used to thrift while he was at school, but now he goes with me. So he sits in the car and plays with my phone. So I asked to check very quickly. I just saw that this brand was sold at The Real and Tradesy. So I'm like, okay, I'll pick it up. It was $6.99 or $7.99. Then I went to do the research, and then I saw it's I think a Belgian designer that lives in France. Oh, somebody's here. Say hi. Son, see my son in the video again. He loves to be in a video. So I saw that it's I don't know if she still does any, if she still sells any of her designs, but it used to be like over thousands of dollars. So I think this bag that I sold for $150 was sold for I think $2,500. So I was very excited about that, and then I listed it and I put it on Tradesy, and I think within a week I listed it for $200 on Mercari. And I love Mercari because it's only 10% fees. So I listed it on Mercari for 200, and I had, I think, 2 likes. And then this is one of those rare brands that you're not gonna have lots of likes. It's not made well that you're gonna have like 50 likes and then it's gonna take a year to sell. I had 2 likes, and then I sent $180 offer, and then the lady countered at $150, and I sold it because there was only one other Natalia Briley bag listed on eBay. It had 14 watchers, but it was listed at $99 and nobody bought it. So I guess you can't let this listing go stale. So my listing on eBay had 4 watchers already, and I don't think I had sent offers there. But anyway, I rather sell it on Mercari. It gives me 3 days, no options to return, and only 10% fee. So I made $135 minus my cost of goods was $6.99. So awesome. Look it up. You know, you will feel the quality, and look it up. You could barely see the label. I'm gonna put a picture of the label here, but you could barely make out what the word said because it was just like I don't know how to say. It wasn't easy to see. I'll show you in the picture. Next was a Coach black leather wallet. This was, I think, $6.99. I paid for it. It had some markings, but it was such good quality, and just the scuffs on the surface of the leather. I decided to take it home, and if it didn't sell, I would keep it for myself. The comps were not very good. They were like $14, $12, $15. So I'm like, yeah, this is not gonna be worth it if I buy it for $6.99. But then I listed it high because it's such a good big wallet that fit a lot of things. So I listed it, I think, for $35, and somebody offered me $30 on Mercari. Love it. Next was this Fiji pointed toes leather shoes, size 41. Why did I pick up this brand? I had never heard about it, but the quality felt amazing. It was made in Portugal, and it had an European sizing. So I'm like, and it looked in very good shape. So I think I sold it within 2 days for $45 on Mercari. So I'm very happy about that. Now I'm gonna tell you about my 17 sales on Poshmark. I had a very good week on Poshmark. So let's see. First thing I sold was this head tennis court pleated size large blue. This was when I was picking up anything and everything that could sell for at the thrift store when they had the dollar days. So I picked this up for $1, which is, it's okay because I feel like tennis courts, they always sell. But this one took a long time to sell because I think I listed it last fall when nobody was looking for skirts and for tennis courts, but sold it now. And I offered the buyer a very good deal. It was $12 minus $2.12 for shipping. So I made very little profit on this skirt. Then I sold this Title 9 blue floral draped neckline dress size small. I was very surprised to know that this brand does well. I sold two dresses from this brand with one last month and one this month. I have one more listed. I listed it for $35. One was an offer to likers, so I also gave a discount shipping. So I paid, I think, $5.99 or $4.99 for it, and my earnings were $17.88. Then next was this dress. Skies are blue. Comps were not great. They were between 15 and 20. So I was very excited when this buyer offered me 27. I had listed it for 35. Very reasonable offer. No discounted shipping. That's another thing that I would like to tell you. A lot of my things, of my solds, went for much higher than, not much higher, but a little bit higher than comps. So sometimes don't be so, don't put something back just because comps are bad. Take good pictures, do a nice description, and then you have a chance to have somebody pay more for what you're selling. Next was this Brooks Adrenaline GTS blue-green sneakers. I bought it for, I think, I would say $5.99 or $6.99, and sold for $39 with discounted shipping. This dress I wasn't expecting to sell so quickly, and I was actually debating if I should return it because the comps are so bad. It was another dress that had very bad comps. It had 10, I think, to $15. So I listed it for $35. This Hannah Anderson floral print dress, size medium, and then I offered $25 with discounted shipping, and the buyer bought it, and I bought it for, I think, $5.99. Then this was a bundle that was free to me. Most of these items were free to me, and some of them belong to my stepdaughters. So I had different listings, and the buyer put all these 4 listings in the bundle, and I offered a great deal. So she bought all these clothes for $35. Next was this LL Bean, another bag that I just felt the quality by passing through the bags, and I looked it up. LL Bean does great. I bought it for, I think, $5.99 or $6.99. It's in one of my hauls, so if you want to go back and see. And sold for $40, and the buyer was very happy about it. Next was this Lucky Brand, another case of feeling the quality of the bag, and I listed it for, I believe, $50, and I offered to drop the price to $39 on closet clear out date, and the buyer was happy and bought it for $39. Then this is a new brand to me. I heard it from Jack Valentine and Ryan. They were talking how this brand is sold sometimes at Anthropology. It's Seychelles, and this looked brand new, and it sold within, I think, 2 days for $35. Another closet clear out sale. Then I bought a bunch of costumes at Target when they have the 90% clearance after Halloween. So I bought this for $3, and I sold it for $30. And then I've sold this children's lace uniform belted jumper dress for $12 on closet clear out day. I paid $1 for it. And I sold this Citizens of Humanity. This was not a very good style. It was low waist, it was boot cut, and I had listed it at $35, I believe, and I offered to drop the price to $19 on closet clear out, and the buyer said yes please. So I was very happy to see it go because it was not a very good style, and I sold it for $19, and I think I paid either $1 or $4 for it. Then this was a Beans find, and I sold it for $15. It's Fossil. It had some flaws, and this was also, no, it was an offer from a buyer, so I'm happy to see it go because it took a long time to sell. Then I bought these 2 Madewell bags from the same donor because it had something embossed with the initials of the owner. So this black, so I sold it for cheaper because it had some condition issues, and I offered to drop the price to $35, and the buyer said yes, and she was very happy. She said she was able to remove the initials with nail polish remover. And so I bought it for $7.99 and I sold for $35. Next was this Draper James top. I said in previous videos that I bought a bunch of them on TJ Maxx and Marshall's clearance. I bought it for $12, sold for $35. Next was this Chaco strappy outdoor sandals. This sold very fast. It was a size 5, which is a hard sale, but it had like 5 likers, and within a week I offered closet clear out to drop the price to $35, and the buyer said yes. Next was this Jessica Simpson. This was a retail arbitrage from from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and this was, I would not have bought it again, you know. I paid I think $6 and it sold for $20 after maybe 2 years. On last sale, I have a Tradesy sale. This was given to me. It was a Prada wallet, and I spent a long time debating if I should list it or not because I didn't know if it was authentic, and then I was able to authenticate it, and I sold it for $195 within a week, and I sold it for $195 on Tradesy after a week of being listed, and the money was cleared. So thank goodness the money is in my bank now and the buyer cannot return it anymore. So my total, I sold $1,179.05 on all these platforms, and these are gross sales, so I haven't taken out fees or cost of goods. So it was a very good week for me. I'm a part-time seller. I don't have like full-time dedicated to my reselling business, but it's, you know, what brings me money home. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.